Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful Thursday, December 26 recap. Hope doubts Ridge is Brooke's destiny. Deacon leads to Remy's exposure. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers recap for Thursday, December 26 reveals that Hope Logan, Annika Noel, fumed over Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., turning to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, so quickly and pushed Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, to see that a committed man wouldn't do that. Hope also urged Brooke to consider whether Ridge was really her destiny, but Brooke insisted there was only one man for her, and that was Ridge Forrester. At the Forrester mansion, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, trashed Brooke over the CEO move and reminded Ridge that Taylor's heart was still fragile. After Steffi asked Ridge not to break that heart, he offered reassurance and hugged her. At Forrester Creations, Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, pushed Katie Logan, Heather Tom, to tell him why Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, got fired, but she refused to spill more. Katie questioned how well Will actually knew Electra, but he sang her praises and vowed to help her if he could. At Il Giardino, Electra picked at her food, so Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, insisted her niece still needed to eat despite her despair. Remy Price, Christian Wiesman, noticed Electra was upset, so he came over to ask what was wrong. Electra admitted she got fired and didn't know why, so Remy ranted about Los Angeles being fake and promised to be there for her, just like he was before. Electra tensed up over the reminder of the whole deep fake situation back home. After Deacon Sharp, seen Kanan, called Remy away to clean the grill, he sat down with Electra next and admitted he overheard her firing news. Deacon gave Electra a pep talk since Forresters were resilient and told her that she'd bounce back. Electra wanted to use the ladies' room, but Deacon admitted they were having some maintenance issues. Since Electra was Remy's friend, Deacon was sure Remy wouldn't mind if she went up to his place instead. After Deacon handed over a key, Electra let herself in Remy's apartment and freshened up at the sink. When Electra saw obsessed Remy's wall of all her photos, she screamed at the creepy sight. Our B&B predictions point to even more of a spin-out for Electra as she processes what this means and most likely realizes Remy was behind the deep fake fiasco. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Electra will try to get the heck out of there, so stay tuned for updates on Remy's arrival and how that'll affect her escape chances. The Bold and the Beautiful Thursday, December 26 recap. Hope doubts Ridge is Brooke's destiny. Deacon leads to Remy's exposure. On Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, the tension between family loyalties, unspoken emotions, and the pursuit of truth came to a head. From Hope's growing doubts about Ridge's relationship with Brooke to Deacon's persistence in uncovering a troubling secret, the episode is one that sets the stage for even deeper complications in the ongoing drama. The episode begins with Hope Logan in deep reflection. Despite all that has happened between her mother, Brooke Logan, and her stepfather, Ridge Forrester, Hope cannot shake the nagging feeling that something isn't quite right between the couple. The weight of her doubts is clear as she spends time with her family at the Forrester mansion, trying to reconcile her love for both her mother and her stepfather, but unable to fully trust that Ridge is truly committed to Brooke in the way she deserves. As Hope grapples with these questions, she faces an emotionally charged conversation with Ridge. His usual confidence appears a little shaken in the wake of the turbulent events involving Brooke's past indiscretions. Hope isn't afraid to ask him directly if he believes that he and Brooke are truly meant to be together, or if their history of on-again, off-again relationships has irreparably tainted their bond. Ridge, ever the charmer, reassures her with his usual declarations of love for Brooke, but there's something off about his answers that leaves Hope unconvinced. She starts to wonder, is Ridge really Brooke's destiny, or is he just another chapter in a complicated, unfinished love story? Hope's unease is compounded by the arrival of Brooke, who has been keeping herself busy but is clearly aware of the cracks that are forming in her marriage. Though she and Ridge have weathered storms before, this latest hurdle seems different. Brooke can sense that Hope's feelings are shifting, and it weighs heavily on her. As much as Brooke wants to believe in the strength of her bond with Ridge, she also sees the growing divide between them, and the uncertainty in Hope's eyes only amplifies her fear. Meanwhile, a different kind of drama unfolds with Deacon Sharp, who finds himself embroiled in a scheme that he didn't plan but is determined to see through. Deacon has always been a wild card in the Forrester family, but his motivations have been clearer lately. He wants to prove himself as a father to Hope, and he's been playing the role of the doting dad, working hard to earn her trust after all the years of mistakes. However, Deacon's journey takes a dark turn as he discovers something that he wasn't prepared for. Deacon, while keeping an eye on certain individuals, stumbles upon a secret about Remy, a character whose intentions have been unclear up until this point. Remy, who had been quietly working with the Forrester family, is revealed to have connections that are far more troublesome than Deacon initially thought. With a sharp eye and a knack for digging up dirt, Deacon realizes that Remy has been hiding something that could cause major fallout. As Deacon begins to connect the dots, he uncovers that Remy's past is not as squeaky clean as he had hoped. In fact, Remy's history is tainted with more than just a few minor secrets. There are whispers of financial discrepancies, hidden alliances, and shady dealings that threaten to disrupt the delicate balance within the Forrester empire. This discovery could ruin the reputation of some of the most trusted people in the company, and Deacon knows he has to decide whether to expose Remy's secrets or keep them hidden, possibly at a cost to his own future. What Deacon doesn't realize is that his actions could have unintended consequences. If he's not careful, his own role in this could be brought to light, and he may find himself in the middle of a scandal that he didn't foresee. As the tension builds, Deacon is faced with an ethical dilemma. Should he expose the truth about Remy and risk everything he's worked for, or should he protect his own interests and stay silent? The decision will weigh heavily on him, as the consequences of either choice could be far-reaching. Back at the Forrester estate, the day concludes with a charged conversation between Brooke and Ridge. Despite their earlier discussions, Brooke still believes that there's a chance for them to rebuild their relationship. But Ridge's hesitations linger, and it's clear that he isn't as sure about their future together as Brooke is. As they sit in silence, both are left to wonder if their marriage has finally run its course, or if they can overcome the latest challenges and find their way back to each other. Hope's doubts about Ridge's commitment are only the tip of the iceberg, and the uncertainty she feels might be the beginning of a larger shift within the Forrester family dynamic. Hope, meanwhile, seeks out her father, Deacon, looking for guidance. As she confides in him about her doubts and her fear that Ridge may not be the right man for her mother, Deacon offers his usual advice, that family is everything, and the truth will always come to light in the end. But as Hope listens to Deacon's words, she starts to feel the weight of the decisions she's about to make. Could her mother truly find happiness with Ridge, or is it time for her to move on and seek a new path? Hope's inner turmoil grows as she realizes that sometimes the answers we seek aren't as clear-cut as we'd like them to be. Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful leaves viewers on the edge of their seats as the ongoing saga of love, loyalty, and betrayal continues to unfold. Hope's doubts about Ridge and Brooke's relationship, Deacon's discovery about Remy, and the looming questions surrounding the Forrester family all create a web of intrigue that will keep fans hooked for weeks to come. Will the truth come to light, or will secrets remain buried, waiting for the right moment to explode? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, nothing in this family is ever as simple as it seems.